Introduce myself and then I'll introduce you.
Sounds good.
Introduce myself and then I'll introduce you. Fantastic. We are live. Hi, Dami.
Hi, Kome.
How are you doing today?
Good. Good is finally beginning to feel like Thanksgiving here because it snowed a little bit this morning. So
Hi,
yeah,
Dami.
I'm good. Hi, Kome.
Okay, do you know what? Let's just talk about this before we hop on. Like, I'm so excited for today. So let me say hi to everyone that will be coming on. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are joining us from. My name is Kome Olori. I am the founder of She Dares to Succeed. And today's chat makes me really happy because I have my friend, and I sometimes call her my mentor, on live as well. So we're going to be talking about how to start a side business that pays. You know, not every business actually pays you, but today we're going to be delving into it. Now, I want to introduce my guest, and I have her bio in front of me just because I wanted to fulfill righteousness that I had it. But so my guest today is Dami Ajibade, Damlola, depending on how you know her, where from. So Dami is a chemical engineer. She is also the founder of Crownberry Limited. Did I call that properly? Cranberry Limited, very posh name, which is a company that designs designs products for babies and moms. So they have bamboo towels, nursing, what was it called?
Nursing
Breastfeeding
pads.
pads,
Yeah.
right? But what inspired me to invite Dami for today's series is not just that Dami has a business, it's more the fact that she's also an international tax consultant. So she has always had a full-time job and a thriving career as well. So I thought it would make a lot of sense to invite Dami to come and just share her story and also share some tips and some tricks of how she got to where she is, having a global brand, and just to help other people who are looking to go on the same journey as she is. So Dami, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Kome. I'm happy
Okay.
to be here.
It's great to have you, seriously. Okay, so Dami, I'm going to hop into the body of the conversation. Everyone who's joining us, welcome. Please leave your chats, continue to send your messages. Don't forget to hit the like button just to let us know that you enjoy what we're saying, and just help us move the conversation forward. So Dami, let's hop into this, okay?
Okay.
Did you always know you were going to start a business, that you were going to become an entrepreneur at some point?
Well, the quick answer to that is no. If anything, I used to see myself as someone who was very risk averse. When I think of entrepreneurs, I just used to think, why would anyone want to do that? Like, why would you leave your 9 to 5 job and then decide that you want to take on all this risk and start up your own business? So it was never something I thought I would be doing myself. It wasn't until there was a phase in my life where I just felt like something was missing. So work was great. I was happy at work. But each time I went home to bed, I just felt like something was missing. It felt like I wasn't doing enough for myself. I wasn't doing enough for my life. Yes, I'm a Christian. I love God. Yes, I felt that was fine. My work was okay, but something else was missing. And it wasn't until Cranberry started that that desire to do more. I felt like I finally feel that void, if that makes sense. Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Do you know you actually just hit on something that I shared on Saturday. So I did a video where I discussed why I left banking, and what you just said was one of the key things that I mentioned, which was I felt this void. I just felt like what I was doing didn't matter enough. Like I wasn't doing enough in the world. And it's so interesting that you mentioned the same thing as well, and then you were able to go and find something that was going to fill that void and just make you feel like you're contributing. So I totally get where you're coming from, and I'm sure most people that will listen that have been where you are will also get it, that actually it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But let me ask you, why baby products? Because I know you started with baby products. Why baby?
Yeah. Okay. So At the time that Cranberry started, I had just had my second child. And so it also coincided with the time where I was feeling like I needed to do something with my time. And obviously, being in the UK, we had like this long maternity leave. By the time it was like up to a year. And so 3 months after I had my daughter, I started thinking, okay, what do I want to do? Yes, I was buying and reselling on Amazon, which was great. Well, it worked for me while I was in the UK, but I didn't want to just keep buying and reselling. I was happy to do that on the side, but I also wanted something that was mine, something that would make a difference in the world. So, like Kome said, my background in terms of my degree is in chemical engineering. And the reason why I decided to study chemical engineering was because um, I was born in Nigeria. The pollution in Nigeria is, gosh, is well, in my experience, it's next to nothing else that I have personally experienced. And so the reason I studied chemical engineering was to try to work with a company that would work towards reducing pollution in Nigeria, and some of it stems from sustainability. Are we using the right fuel? But I'm not even going to go into too much detail into that. But as life happened, I didn't end up being a chemical engineer. I ended up becoming a tax accountant. That's story for another day. And so coming back to why I chose baby products, I had my daughter, and at the time I was a bit frustrated with the baby towels that we had. I'd used the same for my son. They never really lasted that long. Some of them shrunk in the washing machine. They were cost to fill. And at some point, I just thought, surely there must be more to this. Like, I can't keep buying these towels over and over again to get the same results. What can I do to get a different result? So I started doing some research. I found out that, okay, you can get 100% cotton towels, you can get 100% bamboo towels, or you can get an infusion of both. And along the course of my research, I decided that, you know what, I want 100% bamboo towel. They sent me some samples. It felt just the way I wanted it to feel. When I washed it, it didn't shrink. And so that was pretty much how Cranberry started. And a few years on, when I get feedback from people who bought their very first Cranberry towels like a few years ago, and they're telling me that, oh, 2 years later, they're still using the same towel, in as much as that's not good business for me because you've only bought one towel, it also makes me very happy. It makes me very happy because, you know what, we've developed something that is of great quality. The customers are happy with what they have, and it's serving its purpose. It's not shrinking, it's soft, and people love it. And so, in a nutshell, that's how Cranberry
I
started.
think, Dami, I'm one of those people that you're referring to, that we bought one towel and it has lasted. So let me share quickly, right? The first, so I had my daughter about 2 years before Cranberry started. So she's 5 now. Am I right?
Yes.
About 3 years. So she was already almost 2 when Cranberry started. And I remember speaking to you and just hearing all the good things about what your towel was and what it was going to be like. Mm-hmm. And at that time, the towels we had that were on the market, they felt like cheese grater. Like every time you rub them on your skin, you could just feel it just wasn't comfortable, There were, and unfortunately, we had towels that were better quality. Like, when you felt them, you could feel the luxury in it, but I hadn't found anything for baby, for babies or for her. So when we bought our first Cranberry towel, it was different. Even she loved it. It was beautiful. It was different. And then the pack was so beautiful. Now, the interesting thing is that this is 3 years on. I am even ashamed to say that she still has that towel. It's still our favorite towel. But you know what? It just attests to the fact that Cranberry is a beautiful company and the products are amazing and the quality is top notch. So well done to you, Dami. It's not just, I'm not saying it because it's live. It's also because I have your products in my house. And every time I see it, I'm like, Dami did well with this one. So well done.
Thank you.
We are going to come back to the comments and read some of the comments later on, so that you'll have a chance to respond to your comments and to the questions that we have. So please leave your comments. Now, Dami, I want to ask you something. How have you been able to manage it all? Like, you have kids, you have a full-on career, and then you have a business. Do you have 3 hours? Do you have like 3 days in one? How are you doing it?
Well, I'm not going to pretend like it's easy. It's not easy. But then at the same time, I've always been someone that hasn't been afraid to put things on hold. So I love working. Like if you ask my husband, like it's just like he has never met anybody that loves that job so much. That's me. Like I've been with the same firm for 11 going on 12 years now. Like I've been working with the same firm. They've been good to me. And so I've just been there. I love them. But then at the same time, like Cranberry is also my baby, right? And as anyone who started a business would know, it's not easy starting a business, especially when you don't have funding. Like, yes, you have your own money, you have your own savings, but it takes time for your savings to, or your money, or your investment to actually start giving you profits. Like, if anybody knows a magic way, please let me know. Like, I don't mean in terms of like reselling. If you're reselling a product, you've bought it at a discount, or you've bought it, you're putting your markup on it, you're definitely going to get a profit. But when you're starting your own brand, nobody knows about your brand. Like you have to spend money on advertising and to create an awareness for it. So I wouldn't lie and say it's all been rosy. No, there've been times where I've been discouraged. There've been times where like in the last few weeks, I've only recently started posting on Cranberry again, not because I don't want to. There's so many things I want to say, but I was just in a phase in my life where I'm like, you know what, I need to focus on work right now. I've got a deadline coming up. And yes, Cranberry, I put Cranberry on the back burner for that purpose. And also because like as humans, like sometimes you just feel like, oh my goodness, I'm so overwhelmed and like I just need a break. When I need a break, I take a break. Like I don't dilly-dally and say, no, 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 I'm gonna put this first. And honestly, that is my approach. Like people have different approaches of dealing with these things, but sometimes I put it on the back burner. And when I feel up to it, and thankful for some friends that realize when I'm feeling burnt out, and the messages are coming in like, "Are you okay, Dami? Are you sure?" And then before I know it, I'm like pouring out my heart, and they're like, "Okay, don't worry. You know what? Let's sit down. Let's talk about this." So in terms of how I do it with work, with kids, and with Cranberry, is one, having a great support system. Like I always talk about the support system. It's so important. It's extremely important to me. Like a supportive husband. Like right now, my husband is out there with my kids, trying to stop them from coming in here. And like friends, like I have a lot of friends that also have their own businesses. And so it's always easy to just, drop someone an email. I'm having a problem here. And like, for example, like Vessel from Philly and French, she's the one that sent me a message going, "Dami, are you sure you're okay?" And then when I finally posted on Chrome, she's like, "Yay, she's back." I'm like, "Yes, I'm back." And then we've also got Debs from Color Celebrations. Like she put together a group of ladies. It's a very small group, and we all have businesses, and people are sharing tips on how to do reels. Reels is like the new challenge, right? So people are sharing tips on how to do reels, on what are you doing. It's just collaboration. Like I can't go as far as I've come. I've still got a long way to go. Well, I can't go as far as I've come without these incredible ladies that are in the back saying and sending encouraging messages, and just encouraging each other. And finally, something else I would like to add is with kids, I'm not going to sit here and lie that I do everything myself. No, I don't. I have help, right? And I appreciate that some people don't like seeking help. They'll rather deal with their kids themselves. That's their purpose, and that's good. In which case, you would have to find another way to deal with the pressures of work and a business. But for me, I know that I need help. I've got my husband. Yes, we've also got a nanny that helps us with the kids, and that goes a long way in helping me focus on my job. It gives me time to focus on my business, and it also clears my mind. Like it makes me feel less guilty when I'm then going on to deal with the kids, because I can't imagine doing all of this without the help that I have right now. I wouldn't be the same person, really.
It's interesting that you say it, because I know that burnout is real. And unfortunately, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but a lot of the women that I meet through She Dares to Succeed are women who probably don't have help, but they're trying to do everything themselves. And I know one of the things that I usually talk about is self-care. Just knowing that you are not a superwoman is very important. So you mentioning that you have help is a very big deal. If you need to get help to clean the floor, to clean the house, get the help,
Yeah.
because it just makes you more productive in the things that actually, I don't know, I don't want to say matter, because I mean cleaning the house matters, but the things that are going to make a big deal. Do you get
Different. Yes. Yeah.
the bigger deals, the priorities, like whatever you want to do with your life, don't spend it cleaning the floor and
Well, except that's your passion, right?
That's your
Except
passion. I know, no. It's not just if it's your passion. Please make money out of cleaning the floor. You are passionate about it.
yeah. I totally get you, and I also get from the perspective of it's not always cheap or affordable to get help.
Oh,
Totally get that. But if you're in a situation where you feel like you want to start a business, but you don't have the time, but you really, really, really want to start the business, then, at some point, like we all have to make sacrifices, right? We all have to make sacrifices. And even people that are perceived to be able to afford these things, at the end of the day, that is money that's not going into something else. That is money that is not going into, I don't know if you wanted a new car, if you wanted to go on vacation. Everybody is making a sacrifice to make life more comfortable for them.
exactly.
So you just have to sit down and figure out, okay, what can I actually spare towards making more time out for this? And if you can't, then the question is, okay, do I sacrifice some sleep? In the short run, that could make sense, but over a longer period of time, that begins to affect you as well. So if it's that, okay, I'm going to put the kids to bed an hour early and I'm going to stay up late an hour later, then that's giving you 2 hours already where, you know what, I'm just going to focus on me. I'm just going to focus on trying to figure out what business I want to do, or seeking help, speaking to people as well. But I just wanted to add something in terms of people that want to start a business, especially Amazon seems to be one of the few ones that everybody's like, you know what, I want to tap into this Amazon business.
That was
When you're
actually my
asking,
next question.
okay, but quickly, when you're asking people to help you get started on something like Amazon, you have to realize that the same way you don't have time, or you feel you don't have time to do the
Yeah.
research yourself, is the same way the person you're asking to help you doesn't have time. So to get beneficial help from anyone, you need to show that you've done your own research. Like you've gone over and beyond. Like the question you're asking is, don't come and ask me what is Amazon or what is affiliate. You can ask Google that question. You can ask Google that question, right? And you'll be wasting your own time by asking those questions, because when you look into what it means to sell on Amazon, there are a lot more complicated questions. Now, by the time you finish exhausting your time saying what is Amazon, what is FBA, the person is just like, you know what, I've exhausted the time that I have to help you. So
I hope that some of my friends are listening to this, because I get all sorts of questions in my DM, like, oh, Kome, I've just been on Amazon. Why does it look funny on the inside? I'm like, babe, but one thing I wanted to ask you just before we get off the Amazon topic.
Yeah.
How did you? I knew you were already selling because you are my mentor. Remember, but how did you come to choose to put cranberry on Amazon? You could have gone off and done something totally different, because the moment you created the brand, you already had something way valuable that, you didn't even need Amazon. But why did you choose to make Amazon your first platform?
Okay, so because like if I put the question out there to everyone, when you want to buy anything, where's the first place you go to? The truth is, like, I haven't done this research. I'm just making up this number. I'm sure like 7 out of 10 of us, if you want to buy, I don't know, a phone, Amazon. If you want to buy like whatever, like Amazon has taken over the world from that respect. Like, yes, we'll go on Google, but even if we go on Google, your first two options would always be like an Amazon link. And in as much as when I looked at the way Amazon prices its products and the commission I'll have to be paying, and a lot of money. In fact, more recently than none, I feel like all the money I'm making is going to Amazon, and it sucks. And but I'm figuring out a strategy away from Amazon. But for now, we're still on Amazon, but not for too long. But anyway, long story short, the reason why I started on Amazon was because it has the volume of people. Like, people are using Amazon as Google. If they want anything, they go on Amazon and they sell. So based on my experience of selling in Europe and selling in Canada, like Amazon in Canada is nowhere near as big as the US or UK or Germany, but still people go on Amazon. And I feel like as a small business starting up, trying to get someone to buy something off your website compared to trying to get somebody to buy the exact same product on Amazon is different. People have more trust on buying things from Amazon. One, two, there's also the fact that a lot of people pay for Amazon Prime. right? And when they buy your product on Amazon, on Prime, they get together within the next couple of days, which is an encouragement. Whereas when they buy from your website, you don't necessarily, well, especially in Canada, you're not necessarily able to guarantee that they will get that product within the next couple of days. Also, the cost of shipping. In the UK, shipping is more standardized to some extent. But like in Canada, if I'm trying to ship my towel, I shipped my towel recently to Quebec. It cost me $20 to ship the towel to Quebec. So from that perspective, one can nearly see the benefits of, you know what, I know Amazon is going to be taking a big cut of my margin, but if I put it on Amazon, I'm only paying a flat rate in terms of cost when it comes to shipping. My customers can access it from anywhere in the world. But I would say that before you actually make that commitment, make sure you're very aware of what the costs are. Speak to people who have been selling on Amazon, what their experiences are. I'm sure everybody has a very bad experience from Amazon, and they've also got good experiences from Amazon as well. But just make sure you have the complete picture.
Okay. I want to give a little bit of context. So, Dami, you're based in Alberta. Yeah?
Yes.
And so moving your product from Alberta to Quebec is, for those in the UK, it would sound like moving your product from London to Scotland or to Wales, something like that, right? I mean, the distance is not comparable, but that's what it would sound like, right?
Yeah.
And in the UK, you will still pay the same £3.95 to get your product that far. But how much did you say it cost you again?
Like, I think it was $21.
Can you imagine? So it just makes sense, obviously, to and for all the good things you've said about selling on Amazon. So what marketplaces are your products available in now?
Okay. So right now, I've switched off Europe because I've moved to Canada, right? And so I'm just I want my products to be where I am and where I can control them more. So we're only selling in the UK right now. We're selling in Canada and in Nigeria. Those are the three main places that they're in. And any shipment, if anybody buys in Europe, we can ship from the UK to Europe. If you buy from in the US, I can ship to you from Canada, and then obviously Nigeria.
Yeah. So you still have your own website as well?
Yes. So we've got our website, www.cranberry.co.uk or cranberryworld.com. It goes to the same website. So yeah, and we sell on the website as well.
So for anybody who is interested in seeing Dami's products, I'm going to put the link in the description once the video is over, so that you can go and please purchase one of the products. They're amazing. But I want to ask you something. So you told us how you got onto babies. Why did you decide to marry in the moms as well? Because a lot of the brands you see, they either are babies or they are moms. Well, you are doing something different. And not only that, your products are actually, they're not just generic. They are, I don't know how to put it, the materials that are used for your products are different. So can you please tell us, what was the thought process behind this?
Thank you. And okay. So in terms of the thought process, I wish I could say that I went and I looked at what was selling and I'm like, you know what, this is what I want to do, which is probably what I should be doing to get more sales. But for me, it's more of a passion project. It's more of, okay, where do I feel like things could be a little bit better? And even if it's going to take people a long time to realize that, you know what, cranberry is great, that's fine, but I just want to make your life that much better. I've explained how that worked with the towels. Now, in terms of the nursing pads, once again, I wasn't pregnant at this time, but I just thought, okay, when I was pregnant, I was using a lot of disposable nursing pads, right? And
but tell me about it.
I know. And back to this whole making the environment better or doing my little bit to make the environment better. So I thought, okay, what are disposable pads like? I got some samples. I'm like, oh, can I make them thicker? But at the same time, you don't want them to come out from the breast. And sometimes even when I tell people that I sell nursing pads, you can already see the men's face looking like cringe. They don't want to talk about this, but guess what?
No. It's a non-discussion kind of topic.
I know. And I'm like, you know what? But guess what? Like, your wives use these things. And so if you can make it better for them by buying them a pad, please do. So the idea behind the nursing pads was just to help stop um, new moms from contributing to landfill, because at the end of the day, the nursing pads you're throwing away is going into landfill. It's going to stay there for years. It's already becoming a problem now. It's going to become a problem even more going forward. And I don't just want to say use this reusable nursing pads. I want to make sure that the reusable nursing pads that you're using is fulfilling its purpose. It's not being a nuisance to you. It's not irritating you. It's nice on your skin. It's absorbent, and you can happily use that over and over again. And in our reusable nursing pads box, not only do we have the pad, so we've got 6 pairs. And if you get through 3 a day, like you've got 2 days to wash it, and then it's dry, and then you can just keep using them over and over again. Or you can just buy 2 boxes and have 12 pairs.
You
Also in the box, we've got a wash bag, which is where you can put the nursing pads in the wash bag, put it in the washing machine. That way your nursing pads doesn't get stuck with all your jeans and other things going through there. And it's got a storage pouch as well. And I'll shut up in a minute. But and the other thing is everything in the nursing pads can be used for something else. So even after using your nursing pads, at the end of the day, like milk, like what is cleaner than breast milk, right? And then you wash it when you're done breastfeeding. After washing it, you can sterilize it if you want. You can use those nursing pads as makeup remover
Oh,
instead of
tell
using
me.
cotton wool,
I was
right?
about to confess.
Yeah, there you go. You can use it as makeup remover instead of using cotton wool. Cotton wool, once again, it's not
Landfill.
necessarily great for the environment, but like this pad, the inner part of the pad is made from bamboo fiber, so it's soft, it's nice on your skin, and you can just wash and repeat. And obviously the wash bags, you can use it to wash your underwear, socks, and the carry pouch. You can use it, everything there. You can use it for different things.
Fantastic. I love how every single item that has gone into this product was well thought out. It's not just there by mistake, it was put there for a purpose. And I am one of the very guilty people. As soon as I have a 16-month-old, and as soon as I finished using this, it went into my makeup bag and it became my makeup remover pad. Um, but well done. And I love also that the products are for a purpose. It's not just about buying, because there's so many products on the market for babies and moms. In fact, just go on Amazon and type in breast pads and there are a ton of, you get so much results. But I like the fact that you not only were you trying to sell a product, but you put your love for the environment and trying to protect it, and just do your own little bit also into your product. And I think it's very important when people are going into business, not just to go into business for money,
Mm,
but to also have a why. And
yeah.
I'm sure that's probably why you felt that gap, that void was filled, because you had a why. It wasn't just money.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
we're
exactly.
going
And
to mhm.
yeah, I feel like if I went into Cranberry just for money, I would have stopped Cranberry ages ago. Like, because, and if you're going into something for money, that means you want to see the results short term. You want to see a return ASAP. And if you want to see a return ASAP, building a brand, it's not the answer to that. Because to build your brand, you spend a lot of money and you invest a lot. And there are giveaways, there are people that come and say, oh, I'm an influencer, give me something, and then you give them, you're just trying to get an awareness for your product. If you want quick money, maybe go into stock exchange or buy
Trade
and
off
sell.
front or
Yeah,
some.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So money can't be your motivation for building a brand, but
Yeah.
there are other businesses that will give you quick return on money.
Money. I want to reiterate that if you want to build a brand, don't, if you want to build a business just for money, do something else. If you want to build something with longevity and something that matters, then build a brand. I love that. It's a quote I'm going to put that. You'll probably see it on social media as well. Dami, thank you so much. You really shared so much light. I want us to go into the comments and start to answer questions, because we're going to be rounding up shortly, and I
Okay.
want people to have the opportunity to speak to you while you are here. So if you
Okay.
have questions, please put them in the comments. Dami's going to start answering questions. But also, let me plug this channel. She Dares to Succeed is all about women empowerment, helping women start businesses that are successful, and also to get them to a point of financial freedom. There's nothing as important as being able to contribute to your family and just have that confidence that you're doing your own bit. And it's for us today, this is actually our first group, like having a guest on for our live on YouTube. And so it's a big deal. So please, if you are enjoying this conversation and you would like to see more like this, help us by hitting the like button and also subscribe to the channel. So that's a jingle done, right? So let me read your comments. From Toby Asari, Toby says, "Hi, ladies. Dami, I know you probably cannot see all the comments." Tochiko Aguilona says, "My mentor." Um, and
Thanks,
then
Toby. Thanks, Tochiko.
Team and Tam says, "We love our cranberry towels and washcloths. Color celebrations. Thank you for joining us," because Dami already mentioned you. She said, "We still have our cranberry towels 3 years later. They're amazing." And she said, "We also bought a new set for her daughter." Whoa, that's amazing. That's feedback. Once a customer keeps coming back, even if she's your friend, because their friends will buy your product the first time, and by second, they're like, "No, thank you." So
Makes
that's
sense.
fantastic feedback for you. And then Toby also says you are a powerhouse. So that's great.
Thank you.
Jesse says, "Nice one, ladies. Well done. Learning a lot." Thank you, Jesse, for joining us. I want to go on to questions and see. Oh, Dami Ben Omo oh gosh, I can't get this. But Dami, and I don't want to murder that name. Says
Dami
product
Bio.
amazing for sure. So Dami Bio, thank you so much. And then so then we have a comment from Marian. Marian says, "A necessity for nursing moms. We want to save them the leakage, embarrassment, as well as environmental friendly." Nice one, Dami.
Thank you.
Dami, well done. Oh, and then Marian also said she just bought large cotton wool pads for her face this weekend. She's actually looking for the link to your dosing pads, and I think she wants to use them as face pads. We're all for that. Anything,
Yes.
anything to help the environment. Okay. So question from Color Celebration says, "Where do you see cranberry in 3 to 5 years?"
Oof. That's a very good question. So in 3 to 5 years, like since cranberry started, we've been trying to get cranberry into stores, and at the time I started doing that was about the same time we were moving to Canada. And so I've been hiding under the umbrella of I'm settling into Canada, I'm settling into Canada. And finally, I've started taking steps to bring the products to Canada. If you look around my office right now, I've got boxes of breast pads here, and I'm expecting the towels in the next few weeks. So in 3 to 5 years, I'm hoping to have cranberry in stores in Canada, because this is where I am physically. We have cranberry in the store in Nigeria. I think they're out of stock now, and hopefully they will restock. But we'll wait and see. But my point is that I just want cranberry in stores, on shelves, as well as online. And something that I'm just going to put out there, so to make sure I will do it, is I have also been looking to get cranberry affiliated, or not necessarily affiliated with a charity, because I feel like no matter what our sales are, we can contribute into some social causes. It could be something for women, for babies, or it could also be something for the environment, because like I've said, and the environment is something I'm very passionate about. At the end of the day, I'm going to leave my children here behind. The way life goes, right? I'm going to leave my children here behind, and I hope to leave a better environment for them. So this is something that watch this space for. And to wrap it all up, cranberry in more stores, in the countries that we sell in, and also to affiliate ourselves with
Okay. I mean, you actually set yourself up, because you said you have boxes of nursing pads around you. Can you show us?
Oh my goodness!
One. You want to see what
okay.
like,
I'll show you.
Just scoot backwards and just show us a box.
Okay, that's okay. I'll show you. as well. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So this is the nursing pad box. So like I said, we've got 6 pairs, so there are 12 pads in there, and I'll show you what they look like. I've got some samples here. So this is the wash bag I was talking about. You can put, these are samples, this is not what the pads look like really. You can just put the pads in here when they're used, zip it up and throw this in your washing machine, and then to get your pads nice and clean for you. And then this is the pouch. Once again, this is a sample, but it's the same design, it's a bit longer, so you can put all your pads in here. If you're traveling or whatever, you need a way to transport your pads, you can go in here. And then the towel, this is what the cute little towel looks like.
It is cute.
It's in the shape of a koala, as you can see, and lots of babies like that, and it's so soft and snuggly. And the towel, the towel box also comes with 2 washcloths. And we're also selling the washcloths by themselves, because once again, some of the feedbacks we've received is some moms were stealing their babies' washcloths to use for themselves, and so the washcloths will be on sale very soon.
So fantastic. Thank you for showing us. So we've had a live unboxing on the channel. I'm going to go back into the comments. Thank you, Dami.
Okay.
So this is actually my dad. He says, some of us men love your channel and we also learn a lot from you. Please don't exclude us. So for any of the men who are watching, please invite your wives to watch with you as well. I mean, there's nothing like business education and financial education for both of you. So we are not excluding you. Please invite your wives, join us and watch and learn, and also keep dropping your messages because we love seeing them. I love seeing your messages as well. So Jessie says, can we have the website and any social media again, please? Jessie, I'm going to leave a link in this video once it's done, but I think we should just put the website. I'm just going to type it out. Dami, it's Cranberry.
Yes. .co.uk.
.co.uk. So yeah. That's the website.
And that would automatically take them to the .com
yeah,
website.
Cranberry, right?
Yes, at Cranberry, yes.
At Cranberry. Please patronize my sister.
Thank you, Jessie.
Okay, so we have a comment says, yes to stores, we can't wait. Absolutely, we can't wait. So inspirational is the comment from Team and Tam.
Thank you. Thank you.
Jay says, you look gorgeous. I think you look gorgeous tonight.
Oh my gosh. Thank
you. Okay, so we have, he says I have my little ones watching and make sure the girls listen and watch. That's Jessie again. So fantastic. The comments have been amazing. We're going to wrap it up now. Dami, I want to say a massive thank you to you for coming live with me. I know life is always a bit daunting for a lot of people. They're always scared of saying the wrong thing, but this has been a very pleasant experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Everybody who has watched us to this point, thank you so much. Please hit the like button, subscribe, as I said, and hopefully you would see more content like this coming just to inspire you to start your own business, do something that you love, and just make a little bit of impact on the world before we all leave this place. So see you. Color Celebrations is still safe. She said, Dami, my hero. I loved this. All right, everybody. Also getting comments. Keep leaving your comments. Team and Tam says, incredible women. I love that. Thank you so much. Dami, I will see you very, very soon. To everyone, have a pleasant day if you're in the UK, because I know we have a lot of the UK and Nigerian audience here. Good night. If you're in Canada, happy Thanksgiving.